I'm just gonna intro the episode just because I practiced it all day. Welcome to episode 29 of Western Mass Comedy Group. Stay in the loop, you Snoop. Boop.
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 Ryan.
Oh, so I was waiting and I was gonna say Gazoo night to Jason.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
That's all right. Episode 29. You guys want to talk the news? I have a news story ready.
Boop.
I got a weird news story.
How many news stories do you have? I've got 3.
I got a few, but okay, go ahead.
I'll go, just to space them out. I'll go and then you can go and then we'll keep it mixed up.
Okay.
All right.
I'll react naturally.
Okay. I'll open with my favorite. English theme park is blocking people with Irish surnames. Did you guys hear about this?
That's so racist.
Yeah. If anybody calls into the these theme parks, and apparently there's 6 of them in England, and England's a small place, so it's I'm impressed just by that. But yeah, Gallagher is on the list, O'Brien is on the list, and a bunch of other Irish names, and
Where is this, in the
gypsies
UK?
too. Yeah, it's in the UK.
Is it just for this month because they figure they'll be extra drunk?
Oh no, it's literally forever, and it has been that way for forever. Back when the theme park was founded by King Arthur.
Huh.
So
Yeah,
racist,
it's Camelot.
racist against Irish. No Irish people allowed. Yeah.
Yeah.
They've always been at it with the UK has been notoriously just an abusive older brother to Ireland. Undoubtedly.
Mm-hmm.
Undoubtedly. That's messed up. I don't know. I say no on that. I say disapprove. Big disapprove. Big mess up there.
Thank
you gotta
you.
let everybody, regardless of where they're from. Yeah. Jason, can I do a story now? Mine's crazy.
Yeah, lay it on me.
Okay. A man got stabbed to death by a chicken that he rigged with knives for a cockfight.
Oh.
The cock in the fight hopped up on him and cut the guy to death and killed the guy. So this guy, and they're looking for the associates, and they don't know. It was a big ring apparently, because they said they're looking for the associates and runners of these games, because they don't always catch the guys that do it. They only get the news after the story and then try to investigate. Hopefully they find those fuckers.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucked up. That guy that's a story where it may be a little far, but that guy pretty much had it fucking coming when you think about how he's
I would if that was my fight, I would name that rooster John Bobbitt and bill it as the night the cock fought back.
Oh yeah.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah.
Good, quick.
He was stabbed in the groin.
That's so perfect.
And he died out that way. He died out through a groin.
He bled out of his penis until he died.
Yeah.
Full circle.
That's such an awkward. Yeah. Yeah, because we were talking about exactly.
Yeah.
Steve, you missed it. We were talking about cannibals and stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry I missed that.
It's okay.
Well,
Rachel, do you know Steve Yarbrough? I gotta introduce you of our guests. Of course, you know each other. Just making sure.
I mean, we're not. I don't think we're friends on Facebook, so it's not official.
That's messed up, Steve.
I'm sure we'll learn to get along.
Just don't. If you owe, Steve's nice, but if you owe him money, pay him, because he doesn't. He's not as nice. If you don't pay him back, he becomes suddenly not as nice at all.
I try not to owe comics money in general.
That is
right.
It's a good policy.
Well, actually, I'm a musician, so
even more
that
so.
Is also the case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So usually it's you owing the money.
Comes at you with good rhythm.
Musicians generally have less money than comics because comics didn't just blow 3 weeks pay on a Hammond organ or some shit.
Yeah, you are your own instrument when you're a comedian.
Also, when a comedian's on stage, he gets paid or she gets paid, and when a musician is on stage, he or she gets paid and shares it with the band.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
It's like waitressing.
I think people get away with not paying musicians a lot more often.
because they don't have to. That's the thing. You can't force anybody to like throw something, so they should pay him more, but they don't because they don't have to because they don't own the business. Like its ticket prices are ridiculous. Like
I didn't
ridiculous. I have to pay $100 to go see some show. Like people are just profiting off the arts, I guess, and it annoys me.
Like I didn't make very much money in 2 years doing stand-up comedy, but it definitely was more than I made doing 10 years of playing music.
Yeah.
Making money in stand-up is weird because at some point you just have to learn to ask, is what I learned. Like I've gotten paid at a bunch of gigs, but I haven't cared enough financially to like pursue it that way. But like as a stand-up, you have to like, eventually just be like, hey, will you book me? And like it's really hard because then you have to build up a road reputation. I've kind of done that as a stand-up. But technically, if we were real OG stand-ups, we'd be like, the poetic version, just driving around doing mics all the time. I wish I wasn't already insane. You know what I mean? I would just die if I tried to do that now. If I had done it before, yeah.
I would do that if everything was just like a lot closer together, or I was like better at driving long distances, or
like in New York City, they have like you can go to 6 mics in a night in New York City if you're fast enough. There's like one at 6, one at 7, one at 7. I've done it, and it's really actually not that fun because you're like hopping around trying to catch one mic, but also trying to be at the next one. Kind of. That's what happened to me when I went to New York City. We went to the open mic, and the person who ran it was like, "Yeah, but we ain't been doing it recently. Not tonight." I was just like, "Oh." Didn't say that online.
Yeah, that was my experience.
Like, How come?
That was my experience in Boston. Was the like, oh, there's a mic over here. It'd be like, it's canceled. There's one across town, and then it'd be like, go back to the first place. And it was like, this is
it's a Russell round. They're just
that sounds like bar
hopping
hopping when it's someone's birthday.
Yeah.
Imagine if the bookers were just trying to see how well you handled becoming dizzy, driving around in circles. They're like,
I think all the bookers. I think all the bookers in comedy places, it's just like one guy that puts on like a monocle or a mustache or a hat or like
I'm a booker. Don't you dare talk bad about Booker.
A pretty lady mask. Well, then I accuse you of being one of the Borg.
I'm a Borg.
Not literally, but
I'm
like
making so much money. Yeah, profiting hand over fist over all this.
Well,
I'm worried they're gonna check my
I backtracked because I was worried that one of you guys knew enough about Star Trek to call me on my lack of. I was like, I hope if any of you guys have follow-up questions about the Borg, I'm out.
Yeah, what did you mean?
I know
Actually,
enough.
I want to know now. I want to know now because you said I'd be a Borg. Yeah, you called me a Borg, dude. We're gonna talk next time I see you in person. We're gonna talk about how you call me a Borg.
Because I just said that all the bookers were really one guy, and then you said I'm a booker, so you're a part of the collective. I'm
just messing around. Yeah, Borg.
I was just explaining my.
I know. Yeah.
Well, speaking of collectives,
from Borg to Borg.
Did you guys hear this? Did you guys see this? 15 dead in multi-car crash. Did you hear about this?
I did see that. It's great news.
The crazy part is that it was only 2 cars. One was a 16-wheeler, and the other was an SUV with 27 people inside of it.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Were they clowns?
They were Mexicans, or like South Americans. It was like near the border.
Mexicans can be clowns.
It's true, yeah. Anybody can be a clown if they
don't be
are bad enough at everything else.
Yeah. That's mean to clowns. Some clowns
talk about.
I'll have you know my dad was a clown.
There's some juggalos here I happen to know who might not take kindly
Clown's a hard job.
Your dad is a clown?
Yeah.
Well,
clown's a hard job.
Not professional. Like
that's
awesome. Oh, he's just
same.
Yeah.
Same here.
we're up to our elbows in amateur clowns.
I thought your dad was a professional clown.
I
thought we were gonna ask all kinds of questions about what it was like having a clown for a father. Yeah.
Did his faith come between him and his clowning?
He had a clown he called Professor Cosmo, and he was so cute. Like he was really good with the kids. If how some kids are scared of clowns, if a kid was like, my dad would just act the same as them and like run away.
Nice.
That's
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. And he always had he always tried to do science-y things. He had like a tie that was spacey and a lab coat. He had a wig that like made him bald and had all like gray hair around the side.
Nice.
Yeah,
He went in. I wasn't expecting that last touch where he had the whole fake wig thing. I was like,
it's gotta be hard.
He could file tax returns on this. He was buying.
It's got to be hard to be
Azalea.
like a classic clown in today's world, where so full of creepy clowns and scary clowns, and like
those guys who just stand in the field for no
We-
reason.
we live in a postmodern clown world. I mean,
There's a lot of more lady clowns now than there used to be.
Is there a word for lady clowns? Sounds like a
hot. That's the word for it. Hot.
Clownatrix.
Oh, that's not seltzer down my pants.
Oh man.
I'm trying to get Jocelyn on here. She's on the group chat. She just has to join.
Ezra, do you have any more news?
I do. All of it very important.
I definitely had some more clown jokes about sex.
Okay,
stuff,
no, keep going. I don't have any other news.
Okay, I got one more headline if you guys are interested.
Ready?
I'm always interested.
Okay, so this happened in Singapore. A 2-year-old girl climbed over the balcony of her parents' apartment and fell 11 stories. And this delivery driver heard the crying, and he went and climbed up on the awning and caught the kid. And apparently, she just has a dislocated shoulder from it. But there's even a video, and you can see this little girl just fucking go over the side of the edge and then just lose their grip and fall for ever. And you don't even see the guy catch the kid either, which is the crazy part. But
what I never understood about that sort of thing is whether you hit the ground or you hit a guy, you're going pretty quick when you hit. How is just hitting the guy better than just hitting an awning or the ground or something?
I mean, you couldn't ask for a better cushion than a person, because our control of our muscles and everything is pretty there's a lot of finesse to it. Maybe catching somebody in a trampoline would be more effective, but you can catch somebody and then kind of break the fall, especially if it's a 2-year-old kid. But I saw this.
And you have give. You have give when the child lands, whereas the ground won't have give.
How do you have so much experience with catching babies?
I have
catching
kids, and I've had to eat all of them.
When you throw babies, you have to learn quickly how to catch them.
Also
on the job.
From 11 stories.
You're I've seen people do this all the
Gotta
time.
have a good spiral.
Oh, thank God it does.
That is one of the few things I really miss about having a little kid, is being able to throw them up in the air. I for sure would do that.
Yeah, I used to do that with my siblings.
It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
If I could, my son would ask me to.
I do that with puppy dogs.
You what?
It's play, yeah. Humans need to play, and that kind of physical interaction that you can't get offline is not to be weird, but touch therapy. People are touch deprived nowadays more than ever. It's kind of wholesome, kind of thing. Feels good for a reason, because it gets us back to our actual genetic roots of taking care of the family first. It's a beautiful thing, if you ask me.
Here.
Can be. It depends.
I think it's really cool you're homeschooling your kids and being an awesome mom. It's true. It's true. Your kids it seems like your kids like to learn, though, Rachel. That's gotta help. They seem curious.
No. Oh my God, they're assholes. Let me tell you. So I found the coolest thing this year.
Oh, okay.
I found Skype with a scientist. And I've been able to talk to scientists from different parts of the world, even not even just America. And so I make this opportunity for the kids who are the youngest is a social butterfly. He should totally be into it anyway. But they whine and bitch about it every single time I do it. And I'm you guys are embarrassing. Because we're about to meet this scientist, this person who's making time for us. And you're being
right.
Literally has a doctorate, and
hard to rush learning.
Man,
yeah, we don't want to hear from people with doctorates,
right? What would he know? That's your life.
Older.
Yeah. Oh, I
So,
believe you.
do you
It's
smoke? Because we have a game called Puff Puff Pass. I
yeah.
don't know if Ezra told you about it or not.
I
Okay.
didn't. I figured we might do that, but you might be with your kids and stuff, so we might save it for another time, unless you're cool to smoke in front of your kids.
They went to bed.
Everyone's in bed.
Everyone went to bed?
Mhm.
Okay, so you could. Steve, do you have any marijuana on hand? The game of Puff Puff Pass.
Yeah, the awkward thing is
Alright.
like I have one more hit in this bowl, so in
Oh.
between the two puffs, I would need to repack this bowl.
That's I gotta
Alright.
dump out
I'm
my.
ready. Tell me what we gotta do.
Nice.
Oh,
All
wow.
right,
Wait,
we gotta.
let me go.
I came up with all the rules for the game, by the way, and I wrote down categories. Like you can choose sports, music, or
second.
entertainment. And I came up with options 100 through 500 difficulty. And what the game is basically you choose one of those, and for 2 minutes you have to make a point about it. But the person next to you can interrupt you by saying puff, at which point you have to take a hit of weed and then start talking again. And you have 2 minutes to finish it out. And then I haven't scored it yet, but basically it's like you have some points taken away if you're like, ding, you know what I mean? 50 points each time. The scoring's not important, but it might make it more fun. But that's basically the game. Fuck with your friends as they try to get high,
Like it.
Yeah. Puff, puff, pass. I have some weed. All right. This is this is great. I did write out. I came up with. I did some hard writing before. Came up with like my own, things to talk about for it. And the higher the number, the higher difficulty it is to talk about that subject. So it's good. So you got to be careful if you choose 500. It's not gonna be easy. I'm just getting the screen ready, but yeah, puff puff pass.
In order, I will keep you updated.
This is game. I think this is game 3 of puff. Game 3 of puff puff pass.
We never got to it in the last episode, so we've only done it once.
Wait, we didn't. Okay.
No, because you were
I'm trying
having
to find
technical
where
issues.
where I freaking wrote this.
If you would like to do that, I don't have a.
Always
Wait,
having
the person
technical
next
issues.
to me.
No, tonight's going well.
Right.
Is it Jocelyn or no? Jocelyn can't figure out how to get onto the server. It's annoying me because
Let me try adding her.
Her name's already added to the group list thing. Okay.
Nope. Put
yeah.
it back. You've had like 4.
Topics are good. The topics are juicy.
Today. It's gonna last at least through tomorrow.
Oh my
Right.
lord. This is why I hate technology. You're on a roll, you know what I mean? Things are going good, and then I have a hard time talking as you just watch that thing spin in circles.
That's okay. We're doing a little.
Wondering why must I rely?
Kids just
Get a little
demolishing
Banksy,
apples.
Get the document ready. Eventually we'll have a big presentation screen for Puff Puff Pass, and this show will be on TNT, and it will normalize podcasters making games out of smoking weed.
Mhm.
I feel like it's pretty normalized.
Yeah, we'll be given.
I started.
know. Maybe we should unnormalize it.
This
We should
week.
make it look like a bad choice.
This week I bought a
that'll be
bunch
easy.
of CBD weed online because I don't like the CBD weed that you get in the dispensary, and I like none of my like just dudes that sell weed like it doesn't seem like it's cost effective to have CBD weed. So
I'm growing some Jack hair.
I bought some on the internets, and I'm just gonna like combine it with my regular weed.
Makes sense. Do an old
I should use my
combo.
day planner as an ashtray. That would be a bad.
Oh, I knew this was gonna happen. I knew I was gonna like go to great efforts to fucking make the thing, and then not being able to just talk about the news more while I load up this document.
As far as I'm concerned, we're kind of like between segments, and this part will probably get edited out. If anybody needs to use the bathroom, this might be a good time.
Okay. All right, whatever. I'm just- yeah.
Song again.
Yeah, take a break if you need to go smoke a cigarette or whatever. Take a little break, but I have it ready now.
Well, you guys
So
have
whenever we're ready
the
to play
that
Puff Puff Pass,
blunt
I
going,
got-
so might as well just do it now.
Yeah.
We'll go for a while.
Oh yeah, don't
Okay.
worry about me. I got
Rachel.
I got backup plans if I need.
Okay. Is everybody
Nice.
ready?
Do you want to go first? You want to go first and pick?
Me?
Yeah, do you want to go first, Rachel?
I kind of want to see it done first. Is anyone else ready to go?
Okay.
I have to get my edibles.
Yeah, who wants? All right. I gotta. Yeah. So
I gotta wait
get ready.
until this
Get
blue light
ready.
turns green.
Okay, I'm gonna go get it.
I finally invested in like a halfway decent flower vaporizer recently, and I was skeptical, but I like it. It's a PAX 2.
Oh, vaporizers are lit.
No. The smoking it is when it's lit. The vaporizer doesn't light anything.
That's why it's so smooth. It's like silk.
Well, I mean, you say that, but there's definitely a wee bit of combustion that goes on if you use it on the higher settings.
It's true.
Yeah,
You may be right about that.
Especially if you're just ripping it.
I know that there's more expensive ones where it vaporizes it and then it like cools the vapor, and that might be like a myth. But
That sounds like a volcano. The ones that have like the big space bags.
Mm-hmm.
Rachel has a story about volcanoes.
I do have a story about volcanoes.
Sounds exciting.
Let's hear your story about volcanoes.
Okay. So when I was living in Ohio still, I made friends with this guy. Okay, Mario's coming. Don't mind me. And I got invited to a party. And I hadn't been invited to a lot of parties up to this point in my life. It's a general rule.
New on the scene.
Yeah, I was new on the scene. So when I got there, I'd come in and my friend gives me a cookie right away. And I'm like, all right, let's go. And I ate the cookie. And then we're in the backyard. It's nice. And they have one of these big volcanic bags going. And I don't know how much of that I smoked. I don't know. But
you get high fast, too.
I do remember,
because it hits you fast.
I do remember there was a pregnant woman that I was talking to and laughing hysterically. I don't think she got any of my jokes, though. And there was another dude sitting across from me, yeah, you got fucked up.
It's a good prank. You can be like, it's just an edible, when it's like packed with like 400 milligrams of hash or something like that. Like, you never really know.
Yeah.
This was also one of my first gay friends. So they started like arguing in the kitchen, and like I was not used to this kind of thing at all. And I'm like, oh God, I gotta leave, but I can't. And they were like, it's okay, Rachel, leave whenever you want. And I'm like, I'm too high to know if you're serious about that or not.
You're captured. Yeah, you get held captive by yourself. I totally relate to that. I've been so high, I'd be like, I can't leave though. Like, when it's like, you totally could. You could always.
Or was it about me?
Maybe you should. Yeah.
It's so funny when gay friends fight because you're like not particularly concerned about the spouse abuse aspect. Like when straight friends fight, not that it doesn't happen in gay communities, but
there's not that like if you're not on edge about it, like you might be with a couple.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean you can't really generalize anyone, but check out these gummies I made.
I'll generalize everyone. All the same. Everybody's all that's cool. Got a face.
Is
Nice.
that a booger? Did you make that with your nose?
Yeah,
it looks like Boogie Bug.
It looks. What is it? It looks like a Furby or a Yoda or something.
It's like a wood. It's a tree. He's like a little tree man.
You have to make Jason eat it when you say puff. Who's going first?
I'll go first.
I thought so. Yes, Jason goes first.
All right.
I'm ready to go. All right, Jason. So the categories tonight and the way we play it is I have a timer. You get 2 minutes to finish your point, and the person next to you, who will be me, or is it me? Next to you in the line, as you talk about it, they can at any point during that 2 minutes say puff, at which point the person whose turn it is has to take a big hit of weed, resume what they're talking about, and the person next to him gets to do that twice. So it's basically a game where you challenge your brain by trying to be smart while getting way too high as your friends fuck with you. Yeah.
I'm ready.
All right. So Jason, I'm showing you the topics now. We got music, sports, science, and celebrity, 100 through 500.
Seems like Jeopardy.
Music, sports, science.
It's kind of like
celebrity, 100 through 500.
You can't do all of them.
I'll take no. I'm just making sure I gathered everything. I'll take celebrity for 500.
Okay.
Go. We get to see the hardest mode.
You ready, Jason?
I was born ready.
The implications upon America that Kanye West had a long conversation with Donald Trump.
Okay, cool.
Here we go. It's your turn, though, Jason. You're
I'm supposed to be going? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Is somebody...
You haven't smoked weed yet,
Do we have a
even.
timer?
50 points taken off. 50 points taken off.
Wait. All right, starting now.
400.
Kanye West wrote a great song that lists all the different kinds of light. And the best thing about that song is that they say street lights, flashlights, neon lights, and cars driving by really fast, which suggests that cars are lights, and they're not. Now, how is that related to Donald Trump? Well, I'll tell you why. It's because Donald Trump also thinks that cars are light, but they're not. And I'll tell you how I know that. Because I'm not a fucking idiot like Donald Trump or Kanye West. Boom.
All right, Jason finishes up. You got 350 out of 500 on that one.
Oh, good job.
350 out of 500 on that one.
Excellent.
I'm gonna be, it's gonna be fun competition, but I'm hoping we really all start to get mad at each other over numbers here. No, I'm just kidding. Good job, Jason.
Thanks.
That was good. But it's not really fair. You didn't have to smoke anything. It's totally different when you're just
Yeah,
I know it's not even gonna kick in until
but he's gonna be way
podcast.
higher than any of us in like 2 hours.
I know, but it doesn't even. You didn't have to interrupt his speech at all. You had to pretend to interrupt his speech to eat that. You could have just kept talking as you chewed it. Whereas if you got like a bowl, you're hitting, you can't say anything for. That's why the game's hard, because you have to.
All right. You're up next.
That was the joke.
I'm up next. I know. I'm sorry. I'm showing the genius of your joke. That was a good epic monologue, though, Jason. 315. 315, I said, not 300. No, 350.
Well, that was a perfect subject because I had been thinking about it earlier today.
There we go. All right. Who wants to go next?
I thought you were going next.
Okay, I'll go next, but
I'll go next. I thought
you go next. Well, I don't know. I know all the topics, so you guys just go until I figure out what to do about that.
Okay,
So
I'm gonna put it on high heat.
All right.
Okay.
We've got some juicy topics here: music, sports, and science, and celebrity, 100 through 500.
Now,
difficulty level.
Who's telling Ryan to puff and pass, or just
right?
puff?
Oh, that would be you, Jason. That's something else we need to figure out. Yeah, Jason, you do it.
The last person. Okay.
Yeah, the last person who just won.
Oh, I thought it was.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Got it. All right, I'll take music for 300.
Music for 300.
Safe bet.
Okay. And this is really just improv, because I don't give you like totally what to talk about. You just have to come up, like I just give you a topic. You know what I mean? Like for instance, with Ryan, let me get the song ready. Just thinking about Bill Clinton playing saxophone, just watching him at a Red Velvet Lounge, as you're sitting down watching Bill Clinton play the saxophone. You got 2 minutes to expound upon this. Puff, puff, pass, go.
And
that's
puff.
Watching Bill Clinton play saxophone.
I thought he takes control of the room the way he took control of our country. He murdered that crowd the way he murdered that woman who I didn't start out as a fan, but by the end of it I was like, God damn, I only wish I had a cigar that he could insert into me the way he inserted that hot jazz into that crowd, made them hope again, made them feel alive again, I never knew that I could know what it was like to be a truly sexual woman, but I did when Bill Clinton was playing the Cole Porter songbook.
All right. Ryan gets 300 out of 300 on that one. Nicely done. No, you didn't even get second puff, though. Jason, you didn't even puff him again.
No, I puffed him twice.
He's way too high for eating that edible.
No, it's fourth hit now.
It's all good. That was a good round. Nice job, Ryan. Some salient points that will resonate through the ages.
I told him to puff right away because I
nail
wanted
that.
him to go into it as high as possible.
You guys, I'm psychic, and I knew Ryan would choose music for 300, and I knew he would be great at talking about Bill Clinton playing saxophone. So, dream come true. Steve, do you want to go next? You want to try to sound smart? You want to try to sound smart?
Surely, I'll give it a try.
All right. So you got the same
I
option.
noticed that Ryan puffed before he started. Are we supposed to puff first and then start talking?
That's a good idea. I think we should. No. We wait.
Jason said puff right at the end, or do you mean that I also puffed before that? Because that's also true.
Well, first of all, you puffed before you said I'll go next, and then you puffed right before you started talking, and then you puffed when he said puff.
I told him to puff when he before
right
he started talking. I told
Oh, okay.
Which technically that's not part of the game. You can't tell someone to puff before the round starts. You have to wait.
Yeah, jeez.
But remember, the game is when you have to puff, not like when when you
trip them up. You want to deke them up. You want to mess up the person trying to make a point. That's the way I play it. I'm like, all right, they're onto something. Puff. You know what I mean? That's what makes the game hard. Is you throw your friends off track. You're mixing up your neurochemistry very subtly. You have like 20 milligrams of THC shooting through your prefrontal cortex.
It's like game theory.
Yeah. It's great. So Steve, what category do you want to choose?
I'm gonna take.
I recommend you go high. I recommend you go for the high.
Oh, I'm gonna go high. I'm gonna take science for 500.
Whoa.
The balls on this guy.
That's big time.
Can't wait to see what Ezra thinks science for 500 is.
It's about the importance of sleep cycles and how not receiving enough sleep can lead to hallucinations. Steve, for 500. Okay. Hallucinations, sleep. Okay, hold on. Sleepless, night-induced mental health, hallucinations. That is science for 500.
Okay, so sleep is what. Sleep is one of the most important aspects of human health. It's the time at which our brain is able to restore itself, and it's also the time when you remember things that happen during the day and store them in permanent memory.
Puff.
What? I did already.
It's twice. You got to do it twice. That's the whole game.
Now, I have no idea where hallucinations come in. I'm not a scientist, but I can tell you that if you don't get enough sleep, you're going to start hallucinating.
Pass. Which means in this context means puff.
Okay.
All right, Steve. That was a little short. You didn't really fill out the time as well, so I'm gonna give you 450 out of 500 on that. But you're still winning. You're still winning.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Steve is still winning.
I've never even smoked weed before.
Yeah, Steve's the baby genius of the crew. He's the brains of the operation who comes up with easy answers to complicated problems of the world today. Nice job, Steve. 450.
Thanks.
Rachel, I forgot I didn't write down your score. I forget what it was.
I didn't go yet.
I didn't think you went yet, but you've been talking so much. I thought you did. No, I'm just kidding.
I've been quiet this whole time.
You've been awesome. You've been actually like the perfect guest. Thank you for being on here. And now you get to.
You're like, I guess, quiet.
Yeah. No, I didn't say
Keep
that.
it down.
Right.
You're a guest here.
No.
I think I want science for 499.
Science for 499.
Wait, you can name an exact dollar amount?
Not usually, but I'll allow it.
Or isn't it like one? It's not 0 through 500.
Well, like on Jeopardy, there's like the $100 question, the $200 question.
Okay. I didn't realize it was like Jeopardy because I stopped paying attention at some point. I thought he had 500 questions.
It's a new thing. The scoring doesn't matter too much, but right now Steve's on top with 450. Ryan's got 300 and Jason's got 300.
All right, well, I want the science category. Give me the 400 since
It's yeah.
Don't make it
Okay.
worse.
Yes, I'm gonna make it worse.
Okay. The general topic, just say whatever you want to say about it, is black holes.
Oh my god, I love black holes.
And I guess you're fucking with her, Steve, since you were last. You're
Yeah.
doing the puff. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go.
Okay. So did you know recently they actually found a cluster of black holes?
Puff.
And it's awesome. The cool thing.
No, puff,
So
puff.
you got to take a hit when the person. There we go. Perfect.
There we go.
I thought you said tough. I was like,
Oh.
it's cool. Anyway, black holes are cool because they are really intense gravity. And if you were to get really close to it, time would be completely different than if you were on the outside of it.
Puff.
We cannot see the inside of a black hole, but we can see the outside
You
of a
said
black
puff.
hole.
You got to take a hit. I'm sorry.
Puff.
Puff. There we go. Doing great.
We can see the light on the other side of the black hole around the rim of the black hole. It goes like around
Like a lens.
That's
Black
crazy.
holes are fucking dope.
The event
Uh,
horizon.
Pass.
And if they get near a star, it's even cooler. Unless you like live nearby, then it won't be so cool. However, if you are part of the universe, then cool. That's how you get nutrients, is from black holes spreading stuff throughout.
Pass.
Rachel gets 500. Rachel is winning. That was expert. That was expert level knowledge on black holes.
Fantastic.
Expert. I did not know we had a black hole expert on the show. That was great.
I've
So
been talking to scientists all year.
that's awesome. I'll go now, but someone
Wow.
has to come up with a topic for me to say because I can't make my own topic, obviously.
Do
Then
you,
I would
do,
just
well,
know
do you,
what I was
do
talking
you get
about.
to, are you picking from one of the categories or do we assign you?
Just
one?
assign me something to talk about and we can deal with it.
Okay, I got it.
I take 500. I take 500 though.
Ezra, I want you to describe your favorite Marvel character and explain what about them that you like.
Let me think about that for a second.
Just for some context, I went to see Avengers Endgame with Ezra, and he called the main villain Thanos.
It's the same name. It's the same name, pretty much. Pretty much the same.
I
No,
saw
my-
Endgame with another friend, and she was like, "Where's Green Lantern?" So
I still haven't seen Endgame, but I really am going to just as soon as it's free somewhere.
All right, I'm ready. I know which character I want to talk about.
okay, and just to reiterate, our guest is our esteemed guest is going to be the one telling Ezra to hit the ball.
That's right. It's on you. It's on you to try to ruin my flow as I make a point.
Okay.
All right, I'm ready to go. Here we go. All right. My favorite Marvel character is Nightcrawler from the X-Men. Why do I like Nightcrawler so much? Because most superheroes and villains, their point is to stand out and be.
I like that choice. Good.
Thank you very much. Yes, the reason I like Nightcrawler most is because most villains and superheroes rely on extroversion and big muscle, whereas Nightcrawler is a creature of stealth. The color of his skin is actually perfectly blended, this beautiful dark blue color. I always loved the color of Nightcrawler's skin. It's just this beautiful effect that it has on you. Because he's getting around sneaking around houses, whereas others are having to bust into the door. So I could relate to this as an introvert because Nightcrawler is probably an introvert who wants to fight and be out there, but also wants to maintain his anonymity, which is what I admire about him as a superhero, is his stealth and selflessness and not even having his face showing. Pretty much, you can't even see his face. He's just completely hidden. He's like a hidden presence. He's an enigma, this Nightcrawler. Can I get a hell yeah for Nightcrawler?
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah!
Nightcrawler's sick as fuck. Yeah, so that's why I like Nightcrawler so much. Someone is mad at me by text message, and I have to sort this out.
499 points.
About Nightcrawler? Are you getting angry texts about Nightcrawler already?
I'm gonna call out sick tomorrow. Oops, I said it on camera.
Do it.
I can't though. I gotta get that Skrilla. People be canceling. People be canceling.
Cancel culture. Am I right?
It is cancel culture.
Cancel
It's the alternate version. It's the alternate version of it.
People shouldn't be allowed to cancel.
They shouldn't. They're fucking me up without notice too. The same lady twice.
Especially dash
Going
canceling
for
when
no
it's Super Smash Brothers.
Just go to work for no
Another
reason. Sucks.
Hey, players aren't property.
That's true. I'm no GM.
God damn.
I can't
GMs.
afford to. Oh my god, it's because my technology is so laggy too. But
I
it's
didn't
true.
want to dwell on it too much at the time, but I want to say one more thing about GMs is that
Go for it.
like in a place that's open 24 hours a day, like a gas station or a convenience store. The other thing is that the GM is never not on call, because if some shit goes wrong in the middle of the night, who do you think gets called? If this place gets robbed, you got to wake this motherfucker up out of bed. And he's supposed to be there at like 12 o'clock anyway. And he's got to wake up, and you got to, because you're not giving all the teenagers the combination to the, I don't know, safe or whatever. I guess I did have the combination to the safe, but they also had security cameras to make sure that you didn't use that information to rob said safe.
You know that movie, Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Yeah.
Oh hell, we should watch that one. I love Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Oh, that would be cool.
I saw your mug. That's cool.
It's my housemate's, but it is a great mug.
That's cool.
And I just wanted to point
This
out
was a
that
great
I've
mug.
seen Bob Hoskins' penis before.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about it?
Good for you. Yeah, let us
I guess I do.
know the deets. Don't just leave us hanging.
Yeah, I mean, it was.
Don't just leave us hanging.
It was really strange, It was I think it was like a period, an English period piece. Oh, my mic is away from my head. Yeah, just full frontal, just there it is right there, and it's not like a hog either. It's like a piglet. Yeah, it's a very very brave acting choice on his part.
You gotta have guts to play a part, and I loved Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
The great Bob Hoskins of Super Mario Brothers fame.
Yeah.
All right. I really love him in Hook, where he plays Smee. That's one of my all-time favorite Bob Hoskins.
Do you think he started to say, "Hey, Smee," when he show up at a place? Yo, Smee.
Hey, I found the clip. Do you guys want to see Bob Hoskins' penis?
Yeah.
All right.
Because we can't broadcast
for sure, dude.
All right.
Don't put a picture of the penis. Don't. Please.
Oh, there it is. Do you see it?
We gotta...
There it is, dude.
Took them all that time to get that dozy shoddy
No, I don't.
from the shop.
I can just imagine penises don't look that different. I'm never curious, like, well, what does this penis look like? They all just kind of look like dicks when I put it down to it.
See, I was picturing like a later Bob Hoskins in less good shape than this.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty sure it was
respectable.
Pretty sure it was a different movie. Because I thought he was a lot older.
Do a thing like that?
Has he done more than one nudity?
I believe
known for it. Known for his nude scenes. Yeah.
They call him the British Harvey Keitel.
That's right.
There's a guy that loves being naked in movies.
You guys, I was thinking about a character like who got famous, like
Look
the
at
shittiest
that.
reputation ever.
There we go. That's the one.
I don't see it at all. I'm glad though. Don't put it up. Don't put it up. Do not put it up.
It's up. He's at
how come I can't see it?
men.aznude.com /view/celeb.
It's awful.
Don't keep going down this path.
I was like, I don't know why I'm joining.
It's like the kind of website that you would have seen like in the late 90s.
Yeah.
That was a horrendous photo. I was embarrassed because I was like, "Oh, I'm showing up late," and then I was like, "I didn't really care. I showed up late for this." This is the worst photo I've seen in a while. It was just as like disappointing. I was like, "I'm gonna have to look at a naked guy."
Yeah, but for fun, not for
No, I know. Just naked guys. I don't want to. I just don't. I just don't want to see them. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize to me, man.
Ryan's gonna come over and make me look at photos of naked men again. That's what he's been doing on the weekend.
Ezra, if it makes you feel better, just say good game.
Good game. Good game.
Mm-hmm.
No, that was a horrifying photo. I was
Horrifying.
bracing myself for yes, because if you click on it late and then you go in and he's got those like weird, he's like showing off. That's what's so creepy about it. Is he's like really arrogantly standing there, but he's just standing naked in a fucking church or something. It's a little struck me. I don't know why it didn't weird you guys out.
If anything struck me about that, it was like his aggressive back and shoulder hair.
That's what I'm talking about. He was all check me out about it, and I was like, why is this guy all check me out about it? What's he doing in this grand hall standing around? He's just in some grand hall. That's what it looks like to me. Just being naked. You get rich enough, you can just stand naked anywhere. That's why people get rich, actually, so they can get big houses and photograph themselves walking around nude inside of them.
I mean, I feel like it's a luxury that is open to all of us generally.
It's true.
You got to be considerate of people when you live with them, but there's always going to be times where nobody's home. And then you can be as naked as you want to be.
That's right.
They have not monetized being naked outside.
They can't control your nakedness when you're in your room at home. Sometimes I'm like, but what if the man gets upset that I don't sleep with my pants on and my shirt on and my hat still on and my shoes and socks still on?
And when this podcast inevitably transforms into an OnlyFans, then it'll just be us doing our regular thing, but completely nude.
We just haven't cracked the algorithm yet. We've been kind of slacking on thoughts of
how about chaps and hats? And it's just we have different hats on.
People would love that. You think that's gonna sell chaps with hats?
But we also wear wait for it. We also wear chaps.
I didn't see it coming.
Where are we gonna get these guys from? We need some models now. We need
What? No, that's not what the people want, dude.
Oh, I don't know. You just started saying chaps with hats. I don't know what
chaps. We're the chaps. We're doing it. This is our business venture. What do you think? We're gonna be like pimps and get other people? No, you gotta be.
I'm not gonna wear any chaps.
Well, then you're not gonna get any of the money.
That's fine.
Big money.
I don't need chaps with hats money.
Dude,
I got B vodka coins stacked up for days. I got enough B vodka coin to ride me through this crypto pandemic.
How come we're not hearing about all the Hooters going out of business in the pandemic? Are they doing enough drive up? I mean, it's
people don't care about boobs anymore.
Well, my question is that are people getting curbside
I have no
wings?
I mean, they're not terrible wings. If you want wings, go to Hooters.
What's a competing wings fast food restaurant?
Oh, there's that one with the buffalo.
The hanger's really good. Hanger competes with it. Hanger's actually really.
That's true.
Hangers, they got great wings.
Yeah, they have incredible wings.
I would go to the Hanger just for wings.
Oh yeah, you could eat 100 of them too. I've eaten 100 at a time of those wings. When I went to UMass, I would just drink beer and eat chicken all the time. It was incredible. You guys want to do a snake fact soon? Rachel, you're on episode 29 of Western Mass Comedy Group, Stay in the Loop, you Snoop, and we do a different snake fact every episode.
Until we know everything about snakes, we'll be snake doctors.
That's right. We're figuring it out one snake mode at a time, one snake fact at a time.
Snakes across America.
And we always get our information.
What do the snakes
We always get our facts from Karen Lanehart. Excuse me, I need to give credit to Karen Lanehart for her fine work in the education field of snakes. This is who we get the 78 interesting snake facts from. And today we got snake fact 55.
Hey, hold on.
Although it's
This one goes out to Johnny Serpent Balls from Catico Park.
We're gonna get Jocelyn on. I got her her info, so I'm adding her to the track.
Put a little gumbo in the fire.
Yeah. Burr, 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 burr. I've had all of the lights in my head all day. Every light.
Awful. All of the lights, all of the lights.
Dun, 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 dun. Come on, dude. What the hell? Just add. Oh, yeah. There we go.
That looks promising.
Oh, that's exciting. I know how she's going to vote on whether we should spend our time looking at naked pictures of Bob Hoskins.
Don't even bring it up. We'll have to do other things at some point tonight.
What if he and Danny DeVito in their prime were both dressed like the fawn from Hercules, and then they became a couple.
Jocelyn, we got Jocelyn on board.
Jocelyn in the track.
Jocelyn up on the mix.
I think she's still working out her audio.
Yeah. Jocelyn. Yo, yo, yo. Right. All right.
Percolating.
This is going incredibly. Hey, the wind last night, that was wild, huh? It ripped the roof off of one of my friend's house. She had a new roof installed, and the wind in Western Mass ripped the roof right off of her house.
Good God.
Damn.
Yeah, it was like a horror movie. If you went outside last night, I was like, the demons are here. It's finally happened because the wind was whistling past it. Like, I don't know, 6. Hey, Jocelyn, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
That was crazy wind last night, right? Didn't you feel like you were about to get swept up like Dorothy and Wizard of Oz or some shit like that?
Yeah, the wind outside the bedroom window is so intense that it sounds like a gothic manor, even at the mildest of winds in Northampton. So when they're intense winds, it's like it sounds like a wind tunnel. And if you stand anywhere near the window, you can feel a breeze coming in.
You can feel the vibration of it. Yeah, I could feel it on the wind. I could feel it like vibrating, the impact of the wind going past. It was wild.
I wonder how many birds died from last night's wind.
You think birds got hit against trees and killed that way? Does that happen?
Exploded, yeah.
I don't know.
Well, sometimes birds can end up in completely different states.
That's true.
Sometimes
you gotta watch out.
The wind can throw birds at such a speed that they go right through the trees and are embedded right in the middle. And then
they become part of the rings of the bark, yeah.
Well, then they say that when that happens the next spring, the fruit will come on with beaks.
Everyone wants more beaks from their fruit, so there you go. You know, when I eat strawberry, I'm like, why is there not something that's going to try to bite my lip off?
Our grandparents didn't eat enough beaks, and where did it get them? They're all dead.
Yeah, I think they call it avian graft syndrome.
What if you snorted the stuff for virility? You'd be like, I'm going to...
You're thinking of a rhinoceros horn.
Rhinoceros, yes. I snort rhinoceros horn every morning just so I can get out of bed and feel like a human again.
Or like a dolphin testicle.
That's not how you get your
I bet they have that on the dark web.
Just a full dolphin testicle. Of one straw.
I support that because dolphins
good for
are
the
assholes.
immune system.
What?
Dolphins are assholes.
Oh yeah.
They're not all assholes.
Well, you're doing them a favor if you excise their testicles, because a dolphin's main problem is that it's too full of testosterone.
And
you know,
rape.
Yeah. A dolphin is never not thinking about fucking you. Not any of you personally, but
they have whole caves built for it. Not built for it, but I've heard that they like tuck their prey into a cave in order to be able to pull it. Like they're that devious.
That's why they
are
have
creepy.
prehensile penises so that they can grab
Yeah,
you.
they know ahead of time. They're
Great.
real creeps. But the girl dolphins, what's wrong with them? Nothing. The poor girl dolphins, there's all these
You go
fucking
back
shitty
to
sharks
the
swimming
rape
around.
cave.
you know what? This might be.
Yeah.
Think about it.
They're complicit.
They're complicit. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who do you think gets the victims? They
They're
pretend to be.
enabling.
They
they're
pretend to
enabling the
be
male.
friends with these young dolphins, and they're like, "Hey, you know, I get you.
I'm
I get you a job. You ever worked in a candle factory before?
Yeah.
You know."
Hey,
And
you should check out
then
my
they get
boyfriend's
back-
cave. It's so cool.
Yeah, they get back to the cave, and then shit just goes bananas, and dolphins don't even know what
It goes
bananas
banana
are.
slugs.
Dolphincasting.xxx, you know.
How long do
I'm
you think
not
they
saying that
last
they
for?
do. I'm just saying it's a great
Uh,
site.
I
And
bet we could look it up, but I'm willing to
look it
bet
up.
that dolphins
do
can
dolphins
come
last?
a lot. So
wanna
I
know
feel
how
like they don't
quickly
last that long because I feel like they go a bunch of times. That's my feeling about
I feel like they're
dolphins.
fast. I feel like
Look it up.
dolphins fast.
Yeah.
I
But
am
frequently.
looking it up.
It is
Okay.
reported
Fast but
that up to 12
Yeah.
ejaculates can be collected from an adult male in one session. And
Right.
that
One session?
Are dolphins
One
too
session,
fat?
yeah.
ejaculates
No.
can be up to
Listen
64
here, Jenny
milliliters in
Jones.
volume. 64. Hey Siri, what's 64
They're
times
wild.
12? Oh, you're my
12.
camera right now. 64 times 12. I should know that. It's
A whole
fucking
lot of dolphins.
768.
7,000.
768
It's crazy.
milliliters. Which
God.
I'm
let's
trying
see.
to find out how quick it takes for them to orgasm. Like with the, you know, do they bang for 5 minutes and it's done, or do sometimes they really take it slow? You know,
How long dolphin
dolphins take
coitus?
their time.
Is this science for 100?
768 milliliters is 26 ounces.
Oh my lord!
Yeah.
Get that dolphin out of here! I say you hit the streets, dolphin. I don't care about your housing situation. You're coming all over the furniture.
If dolphin semen was as valuable
12
as
times
weed,
that.
Oh my god, 26 fluid US ounces is 3 1/4 cups.
It's worth $400 on Reddit. Resell it. Resell it on Reddit.
That's like
now we're cooking.
Cooking with Crisco, yeah. You can sell it as hair gel.
I get
New
it.
Hair gel.
That's where that expression comes from. A dolphin is worth its weight in cum. Oh, I never got it before.
It seems obvious now, doesn't it?
Yeah,
I
it
love
makes so much sense.
I love how accurate Ryan's prediction was. He's like, I bet they just fucking bust and bust and bust.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Since they have caves and everything, it's kind of a quick, sudden transition seeming kind of sex. Like it's
The
not
dolphin.
sweet thing.
My
like
mom
being
always
pulled
said
into a
dolphins
cave.
are only interested in one thing.
Mm.
But I thought she meant fish.
Dolphin J.
So long and thanks for all the fucking. Douglas Adams.
So long and thanks for all the dick.
You can't get your mother.
How much does Dolph Lundgren come?
Isn't he dead
on
now?
your website?
Yeah, Google knows. Someone.
So he's
That's got to
half
be a
human,
fact.
half
Someone
dolphin.
found
Wouldn't
it.
it be-
Someone was like, I'm gonna
Yeah, but
halfway
did he
between-
just die? Because I think you keep coming for a while after you die.
Oh, I wonder if there's any nude pictures of Dolph Lundgren.
Everyone does.
Yeah, dude.
Is this
Look,
what you
it's
do
gotta be
after
up there.
every celebrity dies?
Pretty much.
Immediately look up their
Too
nudes.
much.
Abe Vigoda.
No,
That
he's still
seems like-
kicking. He's still kicking.
Nudes.
Seems like a
I didn't
fitting
know he was
tribute.
dead.
Who, Abe
No,
Vigoda?
he's alive.
Abe Vigoda
he's
is
not.
not still alive.
No,
No,
Dolph
he could have
Lundgren.
died.
He was
Oh.
famously
This is
Still
where
alive.
I realized.
Dude,
Even-
you guys know Rod? Remember Rod from Bishop's Lounge and
Oh,
the greater
yeah.
Northampton area?
Oh
Of
yeah,
course.
yeah.
I once
God.
I bet him $5 that I thought David Hasselhoff was dead, and I was sure, but David Hasselhoff was and is not dead.
yeah.
You guys
I
believe
think
that?
there was a rumor about that at one point.
I think I might have like dreamed it. You know,
It rings
Sounds
a
like
bell
something
though.
you'd
I
say.
feel like there was a hoax or something.
there's a what's it called? There's a David Hasselhoff has like a 2-season like kind of dramatic series from like 2010 with like a pun name that now escapes me. Shit. It was like it wasn't Don't Hassle the Hoff.
Oh, don't. Just don't.
Ugh.
He gets upset when you hassle him.
Rumor Hoffit? No, it wasn't that. That doesn't even make any sense.
You wouldn't like me when I'm hassled.
That's right.
He was the first actor to portray Nick Fury from S.H.I.E.L.D.
Hoff the Record.
He was the one that got drunk and ate a cheeseburger. He's the one with the drunken cheeseburger.
On the floor.
Yeah. On the floor. He looks like he's
pretty
enjoying
cool.
it too. I was like, there's too much ketchup on that burger. Is the only problem with it.
I'm not gonna lie, I've watched that and
What do I
enjoyed
saw?
it while drunk eating a cheeseburger.
Yeah,
Relatable.
just
Yeah.
it doesn't make you sad for someone being an alcoholic. It makes you like, oh fuck yeah.
Yeah.
He's living his best life right now.
Like,
Yeah, because he's like, you know, I'm a SpongeBob, and you know, I ate
He's
a
having a good
cheeseburger.
time. He was
Yeah,
having a good time. He was having a few drinks. You know, if he wants to eat a cheeseburger on the floor, that's his own choice.
when I googled David Hasselhoff just now, the very first entry says, like, suggested question: why do Germans love David Hasselhoff?
Because his name sounds German, maybe.
I think because he liberated them.
Hasselhoff.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
took
He
down
freed
the
the
Berlin
Germans.
Wall.
Yeah.
To
He
provide
Freed the
on-
Germans.
yeah,
Finally.
David Hasselhoff fought Brezhnev and toppled the Berlin Wall.
hand to hand fought him.
Yep.
Is he like the Chuck Norris of Germany?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Sounds like a
kicked
hardcore
the ball
individual.
down
Mm-hmm.
single-footedly.
Yeah.
I've purposely taught my kids that monsters aren't real, but they do know Chuck Norris is in the basement.
That's pretty impressive.
He's not a monster, but if you start acting like a monster,
Exactly.
oh, he's
It's
Send
all
you to
expected.
send you to see Chuck Norris.
I love Chuck Norris jokes. You guys know any good Chuck Norris jokes?
I haven't heard any in a long time.
Bring him
No.
back.
Yeah.
Do you know any
Can't
good
remember a
Chuck
single
Norris
one. I'm
nudes?
embarrassed. I can't remember. Who's got a Norris?
Okay.
joke?
Time waits for
Chuck
no
Norris
man
joke.
unless that man is Chuck Norris.
There you go.
If you spell Chuck Norris in Scrabble, you win forever.
That's not a joke.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Oh,
was
this
gonna
is
be my
this is
comment.
this is the one that I remember, or at least like partially remember, not enough to actually recount. That said, Chuck Norris's tears cure cancer. Unfortunately, he has never cried.
Yes.
My friend's mom bought one of those
I'm not a big
exercise
fan of
machines
Chuck Norris jokes,
specifically
actually.
because Chuck Norris
Sorry.
sold it. And we were like, you know, he doesn't use that, right?
Yeah, he sold it for a reason.
He used Bruce Lee, not his machine.
He's so corny. I'm sorry. Chuck Norris is corny as fuck. I don't fucking.
Chuck
He's
Norris
not one of
can
my like male role.
dribble
Like,
a ball.
oh, you know who's tough? Chuck Norris. No, I think more like Muhammad Ali and Bruce Lee. Not.
So you're more of a
Chuck
Hasselhoff
Norris.
guy.
If those guys are so tough, then why are they?
I'm thinking more of a Hasselhoff or a Sway. No. Thinking no, I don't know. Just not. Oh my lord.
Have you guys
Not
seen
him.
that clip from Walker, Texas Ranger, where he's like hanging out with this little kid? The little kid looks up at him and he's like, "Walker, I have AIDS."
Yes. I've seen a longer
Walker's
clip
there.
of that.
Do you guys remember the time when
Over the years, or somebody famous as a
No
child
idea.
actor.
Oh, it kind of looks like Haley Joel Osment.
Fine.
Didn't I say
And it's a little visitor
think you
now.
Did I say Jelly Hole?
I don't know
You
what
said
I
yeah.
say.
You said some
Careful.
comment. I think you might have mixed them up. You switched them. Jelly hole husband.
Did I say Haley Joel Osment?
Haley Joel.
That's right.
Yeah.
Jelly Hole is somebody else.
That's awful.
That's my dancing name.
Someone you don't want to hang out with. Oh, that's incredible. Thank you for coming on tonight, Rachel. Sorry about that, Jocelyn. I'm glad you made it on though. You got pulled out the ethersphere. It's good to see you. You've been doing any stick and poke tattoos? You've been doing any more of that?
haven't been doing any stick and poke tattoos because I've been using my tattoo machine.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry, I forgot. That's freaking
Cool.
dope. Hell yeah.
One step above stick and poke, one step below getting a real tattoo.
Check out what I have.
Pretty cool.
You could give yourself a real tattoo now. You don't need a tattoo artist.
Is that-
Technically,
is that-
you're right. You got complete control.
It's a
Nice.
UV.
I like that.
Key,
Cool.
the Omega key from my favorite trade paperback comic collection, Lock and Key.
Cool.
Nice.
Is that the one they did? Is that the one that there was a Netflix show about?
Yeah.
Yes, but I haven't watched it because there's no way it can be as good as the
I
book.
didn't read the book, but the show was dope.
Well, even okay, that's good to know because at least it's not like bad.
With
But
everything, it's way better to just be like, okay, this is not what I love. This is something else, and then accept it for whatever it is.
maybe I will watch it and just be like, this is a separate thing.
I'm
Because
a huge
I've
suspense
reread it so
person.
many times and like so great every time.
I understand. It's like when you have your own idea of a character, you're like, this is someone I love. What are you doing? You're killing them.
Right. Right. But unlike a book, like a comic or a graphic novel will give you a lot of visuals. You don't create your own visuals. So it's not quite as much of a stretch to you would think it would be easier to convert it to a show.
Can I recommend this book? Private Eye.
Private Eye.
It's mad good. It's like a neo-noir that's set in the future where there's no internet and everybody has to wear masks to stay anonymous. And it's got these gorgeous spreads. It's a gorgeous book. Highly recommended.
By the
Hucked it. And then you just hucked it. I love it so much, I gotta throw it. This book is- I like to break my favorite.
Oh, did you want to borrow it? Too bad.
I would borrow, but I broke it before you even gave it to me. No.
Didn't want to borrow it.
I'll teach you what glue.
That's just
and
rude
tape is all
behavior.
about.
That's just rude. That's how you pick up another case when you already owe Steve $20 and he's been knocking at your door recently, coming to collect.
Is that what that text
Steve,
was
I just
about?
realized that's what that text was about. That's why he says I'm coming over soon. He doesn't even code it anymore. You're just like, shit. He doesn't tell you when, but you know he's gonna come to your house at some point wanting that $25 back.
The one that I did
He leaves you on edge.
last
That's
night
right.
is I don't know if can you see that?
That's awesome. Yeah. Well, I can kind of see it. Oh, it's a chicken, right?
Oh, it's Dick Butt.
It's Dick Butt.
But
it says
nice job.
Memento Mori.
Cool.
What does it say?
Memento Mori.
Mori.
Oh,
that's awesome.
The famous Latin phrase from classy portraits of the 19th century that in Latin means like remember death.
Hey, there you are.
That's dope.
That's
nice
great.
job. Looks like it came out clean too. There weren't any rigid edges.
Are we going to play?
All looks really,
Yeah,
really
Yeah,
well
I
done.
just did it really light because I just wanted to outline it because the stencil went on kind of weird. So I just wanted to make sure a basic outline went on, and then I can go back and fix it up whenever I want.
Oh, why?
Because it doesn't cost me money.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Is
I
that
was,
scary at all, tattooing yourself? You worry you're going to mess it up when you do it at all?
Yeah, he might be.
A little bit.
From a lot.
Right?
If you're moving to a new like thing where you've been doing small tattoos and now you're gonna do a big tattoo, or you've been doing leg tattoos and now you're gonna do a somewhere else in the body tattoo, or you've been doing line tattoos and now you're gonna do like a shading
I don't
tattoo.
experience that with
That's stressful. But
You're
like
switching genres almost, like different styles, having to
Yeah.
adapt to different sizes.
if you've been doing the same thing and then you just do more of the same things, it's not stressful. It's like
so I don't fucking know.
once you have like more than a dozen tattoos,
it's like what
You're in.
the way I think about
Yeah.
it, it's like,
You're in. Yeah.
You could start a side. Well, yeah, that's just dope. That's a dope skill to have. I tried to cut my own hair. I didn't know. So I would never trust myself to give myself a tattoo because it took me 3 tries of cutting my own hair, and it was a.
Would you trust me to give you a tattoo?
I don't know what I've always thought. Like, it's not that I don't think tattoos are cool. I've just never been like, I want a tattoo. I want a tattoo. Plus, I would want it on my legs, and my legs are fucking hairy, so it'd be pointless. Not to be weird. I have no hair in my upper body. Then my legs are like woolly mammoth fucking sticks. So
you shave
unless I shave my legs.
Yeah.
Just get. What if I just get right Florida on the outside? It's Florida. Why Florida? I don't know. I don't. And they'll be like, "Why Florida?" I was like, I don't know. You tell me.
You could have it like inside of the state, like of Massachusetts.
Yeah, exactly. Like I know the best of both worlds. Yeah, I'm not just a Florida guy. I'm also a Massachusetts man.
Yeah, that's true.
Williamstown.
I was on a road trip with my parents one time, and I fell asleep. I woke up and I thought we were in Florida for a second.
You could always wake up in Florida. It's where you go if you run from your problems. It is literally a graphic spot too. So it pans out well as a metaphor and an analogy that it's a great place to run from your problems from. Until you get to the swamps and there's nowhere left to go. Then you're just fighting gators with a huge meth pipe in your hand. Oh, it happens.
Giving him too much over.
Yeah,
you guys want to see my cat?
Yeah, sure.
This is Sonia.
What
a baby. My mic fell off.
Well, yeah.
Is that a boy or a girl?
Girl.
Nice.
What's her name?
Sonia.
I mean, at least you live.
Hi, Sonia.
She looks Russian.
She's 16 years old.
My goodness.
Wow.
Yep,
That's
I've had
old.
her ever since she was a baby.
That's old. I'm only 15 myself, so that cat's a year old. That cat's a junior, and I'm just a sophomore in high school.
I know.
Yeah. That would be horrible, actually, going back in time. It'd be like, fuck, I have to do all this again and not do it anymore.
Oh, and the worst part is if there's any part of your life that you're really happy with and you want to make sure
Go back to that
part
one.
of your life stays, you have to live everything exactly the same way you did before.
That's true. No different moves. Otherwise, the illusion will break. Yeah. The illusion is so thin that everything has to be so perfectly matched to fit it. Otherwise, yeah. Yeah. Oh, it happens.
There's that
I'll be right back.
About Time, like romantic comedy by the director of Love Actually, where this family secretly has the ability to time travel, but once you have kids, you can no longer go back to before you had kids and change things.
Ooh, it's like an allegory.
Then you will, even if you at the exact same night with the exact same person, impregnate someone and start a embryo, like it, but just by absolute random chance, there's an infinitesimally small chance that it'll be the same kid. So if you want the kid you're used to having as your child, you can't ever go back before the conception of the child. And
That's a
like,
tough one.
yeah,
I certainly couldn't because I wouldn't have the same kids. Not with their dad for a really good reason.
Yeah, right. Like, you love your kids, but you'd be like, oh, I'd rather.
I've heard that forever.
It was worth it now that it's over.
Yes.
Now that it's past.
Yeah. I'd rather have kids who had a different dad.
And change dads. I'm gonna swap dads on this one. I'm going back in time.
The kids might.
I'm going back in time to swap dads.
Kind of different, but you know what?
You would have the right. If it's your kid and you didn't like the dad, you'd be like, I want to redo one. They don't have the science figured out. Jocelyn, you sipping San Perignon? You sipping on Perignon?
Woodbridge.
What is it?
Woodbridge.
Nice.
Oh, I like the size of that bottle. It's like, I ain't playing around. Yeah, I'm a big bottle. I'm up on the scene, showing off a bit. I've been doing shrugs at the gym. Yeah, check me out. I'm a big green bottle and shit. What you gonna say? What you gonna say to a big green bottle like me?
Calling me a big bottom, and I was
I'd
like,
be like, oh no.
stop.
No, I did not.
Ezra, I like your new big green bottle bit.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, you can't talk back to the big green bottle. The big green bottle will shut you down.
I'm just a big green bottle and shit. I like that. That's funny.
It's a nice bottle. I related to it. I saw that bottle and I was like, yeah, I know what it's up to.
What is this, a fucking Corkamy or something? I'm riffing on it a little bit, but
no, that's always a good comedy. That's actually a good comedy exercise I learned, is to actually take a physical object in the room and like speak for it. And you're like really thinking outside the bounds of what's going on. Like just talk about it.
If you're practicing for a roast battle, just pick.
Oh my god!
And be like, oh, what's that object? Oh yeah.
It's always like, you look like a rapist, and it's like everyone's like, that guy wins. That was hilarious. That's what they do because it gets easy wins. No, everyone, that always comes up in roast, and it's such a cheat code, and it's so annoying because it always works. Though all they have to say is like, "Oh, that guy looks like a sex offender." If he looks slightly weird like me, people are like, "Yeah, he does look."
I mean, I definitely think that like 70% of stand-up comedians look like sex offenders, right?
Exactly, it's a moot point. Yeah,
but you're making it seem like that they just say that blanket. It's because we all kind of do, and that's why it works, because we all look like creepy Arrested Development, nightlife, attention weirdos.
Yeah, freaks.
No offense.
My partner has one of those really big vans, so I have to regularly deal with people like looking at me funny whenever I'm in it. One time when we were first dating, I was just sitting in it and I hear people walk by, go, "Oh, rape van," and I was like, "I'm fine."
It's just a van. Calm down. Yeah.
You wish.
Seriously.
Do you ever
like, you're a rape van?
Do you ever pick your kids up in the van and give them candy?
I mean, not as a point.
You shouldn't give them candy in the van, because then
not allowed anymore.
You're training them.
We went
to
Arizona in this van.
Pavlovian.
You're training them. Yeah.
Response.
Classical conditioning. They hear the sound of the car coming, they think chocolate, and they get inside. Yeah.
That's definitely not what's happening.
That's van full of bombs and candy.
If somebody,
the
next time I heard somebody say rape van, I would yell, stick my head out the window and say the opposite, actually.
Very nice van.
Or paint it purple and call it the grape van.
It's a consensual sedan.
I like that.
That would say, yeah, that's.
If I had a rape van, raping is the last thing I would do.
That's a terrible sentence.
That's
if I had a rape van,
like use it as like a ride share. Man,
Uh-huh.
just think about it. Like so much space, and turn
Oh
it into like a service truck.
You sound like you own it. You're like, just think about it. Come on.
Start it.
And people say that
business.
people
van
always
is dope.
people say that about a full-size van, but I've had a couple of minivans, and I always think like, you know what, this would do.
We should deck out a van. We should make a pimp your truck.
Yeah.
Pimp your trailer.
Do some mural art. Get like a big old picture of Dick Butt on there.
Sure.
They go, hey, Rachel left. Did she just do an Irish goodbye? I would appreciate
No,
that. if that was the
she
case.
said she was going to be right back.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you, Brian.
Yeah, but like throw some respect on that Irish goodbye when it comes out of your mouth, because like nothing wrong with an Irish goodbye.
No, that's what I was saying. I fucking love Irish goodbyes. Those are the
Yeah,
best.
me too.
Well, it like emboldens me to do it, and so it actually makes me feel really good. You know, like in the yeah, like I feel like a Bishop's Lounge environment is a great practice for that, because you're not going to say goodbye to everybody, and over a period of time I realized like that's okay. Not everybody's going to be mad at you if you just like bounce out, because sometimes you got to. It's fucking loud. Sometimes you don't want to call attention to the fact that you're leaving, because somebody on stage is just as likely to be like, "What, are you fucking leaving?" And it's like, dude.
I knew somebody who called it a French goodbye.
saying goodbyes takes like an hour in itself. Fuck that. I'm just like, it's not even an Irish goodbye, really, like, because it's just like not rude. I don't have friends who are like, why don't you say goodbye?
Yeah, my
I
friend
took that-
Aaron
Won't
Kaplan.
remember.
Anytime I would
Won't
like when
remember.
he lived out here, we'd go to the bar or something, and like whenever we'd leave, he'd just be like hugging every single fucking person he talked to there. It would take like 20 fucking minutes to go.
Yeah, goodbyes are annoying.
Yeah.
You got enough
Hellos
friends,
are
you
fun.
start saying goodbye as soon as you get there, just to have enough time to say goodbye to
Yeah,
everybody.
I might not have to get to say bye to you. I do that all the time. In case I don't get to say bye to you later, it's good to see you. And then you end up seeing him for another 4 hours. And you
Yeah.
say
I like
another 4
And you like pretend, you kind of half act like you've
saying
already like you're not
Yeah.
there and they're not
No, you
there.
just check out. You just like emotionally, obviously check out, but just keep saying it.
I like when the room is loud, either from music or for performing, and so you can just like kind of playfully like slap people on the shoulder and be like, "Good to
Yeah.
see you." You know, you don't even have to say anything, and you can just like slap, punch.
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
like a good game feel. Yeah, it's a good game.
whatever
feel.
this one is, a pat.
Nice
You
one.
know.
Nice one. Good comic open mic energy.
Yeah. You could ruffle somebody's hair if you knew them
Oh,
well
yeah.
enough, or if they were littler than
Absolutely.
you.
Get a good ruffle going. Nothing makes an artist feel better about themselves post performance than a stranger coming up and just ruffling their hair a bit.
Yeah, just be like, you'll get there.
Hey, nice job. Yeah. No, I would like that. That would be the opposite of classical conditioning. I'd just do bad and hey. Hey. I don't know. Yeah, this is episode 29. I think it's gone pretty good so far. I don't know if anyone has any topics to talk about. We came up with a new game called Puff Puff Pass, Jocelyn.
What is it?
Do you have any weed or any tobacco to smoke?
I have nicotine-less vape juice in a vaporizer.
Okay. That could work. So the game is
No
basically Yeah. No. Well, do you want to play? It's pretty fun, actually. So you just get a topic and you have to talk about it for 2 minutes, but whoever's next to you gets to say puff, at which point you have to stop talking and take a hit of your vaporizer. Keep going. And the other person says puff again. You have to take a hit of it and then pass and you finish. But basically, they interrupt you and make you smoke something as you're trying to make a point about the topic you chose. And it's a hit already. It's getting millions of views. People are wondering when the next episode is going to come out, and I'm just telling them, hold on. I'm just trying to find the theme show song was really good before, right, guys? I got to keep track of that one. Got a real good like techno bop song for this section.
Yeah,
It's a banger.
it was kind of like beat blop blorp.
It's bebop, yeah. Yeah, there it is. All right, so I need all we need for you is a topic, Jocelyn. You choose a topic. We got let me just think of a topic. Okay. I'm just gonna think of a topic, all right, and you just go with it. And
Lightning round.
Yeah, lightning round, and I'll be the one who says puff, puff, pass, and just have fun with it and talk about bombing and stand-up comedy.
Bombing and stand-up comedy.
Yes, go with it.
Okay, and not vape.
You vape when I say puff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I was viciously afraid of it before I started doing stand-up, like open mic. And then even even though I'd already done it a few times, I had gotten like relatively positive like
Puff.
responses. Fuck you.
That's the whole game. I'm sorry, it's so dumb, but it's actually pretty fun. You just don't have weed. It's funner if you're actually getting high.
I've gotten relatively positive responses every time I had like gone up. So then when I actually did bomb for the first few times, it was maybe more upsetting than it would have been if I had gone up the first time and been like, I'm expecting this to go terribly. And then it did. Because I expected it to go terribly. It didn't. I felt more confident. I went up several times, and then I started bombing, and then I would bomb
It
and
always
not.
happens. Yeah.
Yeah, because everyone is so nice, especially in Northampton, and everyone is so nice when everyone's like, give them a round of applause. It's their first time doing open mic stand up,
Yeah,
and
they're
everyone's
supportive.
hey, ha ha
Yeah.
ha. Even if you're a weird transphobe creep, we'll still kind of support you. But if it's your second time, fuck you.
There you go. Yeah.
Jocelyn, you got 500 on that one.
Pretty accurate. That's meant to.
500. Great job. You're tied for first in the game actually with I'll figure out the scoring later, but it's more fun if you're getting high while you do it.
Yeah,
But
well,
I understand. I can't expect, bpeople just bring drugs. Oh, you need to prepare by bringing drugs, and I need to fix this mic stand sooner than later.
it would be like an hour and a half before.
Sometimes this podcast goes 3 hours, 4 hours,
So should I take mushroom?
Probably. Yeah, I don't see why not.
No. Come on, that's like a beginning of the podcast.
Yeah, not if you're not.
We're just joking around. I don't know.
That would be an awesome idea for the beginning of a long podcast.
Yeah, it would.
I'm down for us
Yeah.
to plan ahead for this.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Jocelyn does mushrooms.
He's out there.
We never see her again.
Spirit journey with Jocelyn. Yeah.
I got Fox.
Well, do you guys want to do a snake fact? I don't know what to do next. We could.
Yeah, lay a snake fact on me, man.
Okay. I am.
Make it up. Snake me up. Snake me down.
That's what I'm gonna do. Snake fact 55. Although a snake's growth rate slows as it gets older, a snake never stops growing. That was a tongue twister. Snakes never stop growing. They get as big as their environments allow them to, basically. So yeah, and they're called indeterminate. And there's some species that are indeterminate. Indeterminate growers. They can grow as big as their environment and diet allow. But that's why some of these animals get surprisingly. You see a big old snake, it's because he can. Built into the genetic coding that they just fill up as much space as they possibly can. Yeah,
that's a good snake.
You know what? You know what else never stops growing? Our knowledge about snakes, thanks to these snake facts.
Thanks to Karen Lanhart. Yeah,
that's meta.
She's a real pro. Oh my lord! Sometimes we do 2 snake facts in a row. I don't know if we want to be greedy, but the snake fact 56. I think we should catch up. I'm going to do another snake fact. I know
Maybe you should put up a photo of Putin.
Yeah, that was a pretty cool.
Oh, I do.
Photo.
Yes, good point. I forgot. I didn't know it was a good idea.
And then,
but yes, the nature show. The nature show. See this, and we're gonna do a series of Vladimir Putin out in nature series, but it just leads into the theme of nature very well.
He looks like he's got like botched California breast implants.
I know water on him. He's gonna come for me.
Or he's doing one of those peck dances.
Coming
and
for
we're
me. I spilled water. He's out. There's so many photos of him. It sounds cliche, but it is the funniest thing ever. I think is how many posing photos there are of Putin. Hundreds and hundreds. He's done countless self photo shoots to the point of absurdity. And that one is the most ridiculous one I found because he was clearly just here, set up spot there. And the guy was like, "What are you gonna do?" And he was like, "You just watch," and ripped his shirt off and started walking back. He was like, "So where are you gonna go with this time?"
Are they still rioting in Russia?
Do they ever stop? I don't know.
Yeah, that's their thing. That's their thing. That and I don't know. I'd like to go to
Last
Russia.
I knew, they were doing a silent protest where they were just holding out their cell phones and illuminating the night sky with them.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Did I miss snake facts? Why are there all?
Oh, we got another one. We just did one. Did you miss it? You were here. Although a snake's growth rate
never stop
slows,
growing.
She's getting
they
mushrooms.
never stop growing.
They never stop growing.
Cool.
Yes. Yeah. So check that out. That's snake fact 55. You guys want to hear Snake Fact 56? All right. While a snake cannot hear the music of a snake charmer, the snake responds to the vibrations of the charmer's tapping foot or to the movement of the flute. So the snake is slightly controlled by the vibrations of the music.
Oh, nice.
It's riding it like it's like dancing. That's bizarre. A bizarre snake fact about if snakes can actually hear the music of their snake charmer. I guess they cannot, but they respond to the vibrations of the charmer's tapping foot or to the movement of the flute. So sometimes I think the snake charmer's got maybe one going on. Sometimes he's got both going on. Sometimes he's tapping with his feet and playing the flute.
What I'm hearing is that snakes don't have very good taste in music, or that it's all rhythm. It's all rhythm. So, like a snake would love to watch stomp. Exactly. That's what a snake would want most of all.
He's all about the beats.
Or
Drum and bass.
you know what? Human beatboxing. I bet snakes would love. Bismarcky.
Of the 1990s.
Yep. Or I don't know. Maybe what else would a snake love? You guys, EDM with like a heavy bass. A snake would be like, "Yeah, turn it up." That's what.
Crank it. Snakes do say that at parties. Snakes show up at parties and always go, "Crank it."
I bet snakes are really good at snake scales.
Ah.
They just keep growing.
Snake?
It's like, damn, Phil, how much you grown since last Thanksgiving? As much as my environment allowed me to, Phil. Science.
They're both named Phil.
I forgot. I can't think that. Those indeterminate moths, they just keep growing. Yeah. That'd be scary if you couldn't stop.
What'd you say? Shut up, Phil.
It is true. Phil needs to.
Which Phil you talking to? Me? No, shut up. He meant me.
The Phil on the left. The left Phil, not the rat Phil or the center Phil or the third Phil from the rat. There's a lot of Phils in the room. It's hard to keep straight.
Hello? Telephone? Who's on the phone? It's Phil. Phil.
Phil's hard to get a hold of nowadays.
It's a whole nest of snakes, and they're all called Phil.
Too easy
That's
to
great.
get a hold of a Phil.
It gets really confusing when they have to go to CVS. They're like, "I'd like to
Yeah.
fill in my prescription." Oh no!
Yeah.
I've had my fill of Phil.
They live by a landfill.
Just littered with snakes.
They call it
Yeah.
Phil Land.
Snakes.
Phil. Yeah.
They're like, what is this? An amusement park just for us? All of us named Phil?
Yeah, I forgot what high school was
Exactly. Its growth rate might slow, but that don't matter. It's still gonna keep growing. I'm imagining a snake saying like that. It's like, sure, an indeterminate species. I don't know if you know about this. People talking shit. They talk about how my growth rate's slowing, but they don't really realize that I just keep growing forever. Bitch. That's what I would say if I was that snake.
That's it. Like if the first snake was like a kingpin of crime in the animal neighborhood, and it was talking to an up and coming animal that thought he was gonna like step in and be like, "Hey, motherfucker, you may think I'm done growing. I don't ever stop growing. I don't ever stop growing. So you bet
The farm never closes.
Yeah.
They say the farm never closes. Yeah.
Just cause you don't see my fangs don't mean my venom ain't toxic. I don't know.
Yeah.
I fucked
You're
it
in
up right at the
trouble.
end there.
No,
but-
I get it. That's a great plot line. I was thinking we should write a horror comedy movie. That's what I was saying. Is we've watched
Starring a
horror
snake?
comedy starring a snake. Yeah.
Yeah.
Horror comedy. It would be dope to write, and that's very ambitious and would take a long time. But
Be the
I
two
would love to
best
do that.
genres I could ever make. I could never
I know it would be a lot of work and know-how, but I love scripts.
A lot of
I
snake
like writing
wrangling.
scripts. A lot of
Snake wrangling doesn't seem. I'm not sure if it's exactly the kind of
I thought you
thing
said
that you want
snake
to
ramblings.
like learn as you're going.
Probably. I don't know. I'm not sure.
You gotta ease into
I'm not
it.
sure. I'm not sure. Okay, is it all right? I don't
Before
know.
you put forward a year and we're like half done on feature film and we're all strung out on snake venom.
Yeah.
stealing the
Like-
TV to get
Yeah.
more snake
Oh,
fit. We're
yeah.
like squeezing it out of the snakes, and
Mhm.
then we go away because PETA has secret
The flipper.
pinhole cameras in the walls, and they're like, you can't just wring out a snake. It's animal abuse. And we're like, we got to get that venom. And if you think that
We
we're
need
going to
it.
be able to get snake venom in prison, you're wrong.
They caught
They
Steve
got
on
it.
camera
They got
milking a
it.
snake in an alleyway.
We'll have to settle for heroin.
You get thirsty.
Yeah.
You get thirsty. You
Always.
know what I mean? Once you start hitting that snake venom, if you don't have it, you realize that you've been shit. I'm dependent on this snake venom now. It's in
Yeah.
limited supply. You probably have to learn how to go get your own snake venom at some point because people are gonna be like, "Man, get out of here! I
Yeah.
gave you all my snake venom. You got to go figure out how to get your own snake venom already."
They call them reptiles, snake venom junkies. They call them reptiles.
The reptiles. They scuttle through your trash cans at night, making clitter-clatter noises, leaving drug pipes all behind.
They try to like squeeze non-venomous snakes just because they're all
Just
they're
they
all
miss the
crazy with
feeling.
it.
They just
Yeah.
miss the feel, even though they're not
licking toads and stuff, and just
yeah.
you gotta like post pictures of them
Just for the
outside
act of it.
your pet store because they'll come in like they want to buy a puppy or a hamster, but they're just there to squeeze your snakes.
It happens. That's why don't get a snake unless you don't want your friends calling for help every hour of the day.
Well, that's how you know that you're buying the right snake. You have to like squeeze each
True.
one of them and
Yeah,
make
do
sure.
your research.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Squeeze pull ratio. Yeah, I like a good.
If the
easy
snake's too
squeeze.
firm, it's not ready to buy.
I hate
Yeah.
those rigid snakes where you
Yeah.
really have to pull to get the venom out. You know.
Mhm.
Right.
Then you're shopping for like snake venom, like you shop for bananas at the grocery store, but it's just
Yeah. Like,
off
is
of
this
the thing. Yeah,
like,
off the
all up?
snake tail.
Feels like this venom sac
Snake
is
tails.
underdeveloped.
Yeah. No, don't touch that. Don't touch that venom. I hate the word sack so much. I don't even like it comedically. The word sack just bothers me. I don't know if anyone can relate to that. It's just too easy a word.
I think it
You don't
depends
love
on
that.
the context because I
I
still
feel like
do
I have a sack in
like
my mouth
it.
when I say sack.
I like it as an alternative to bag. Like if I was
Bag.
gonna say, like,
Sack.
have you ever thought about kidnapping the governor? Wouldn't it be funny to just like sneak up behind him in the grocery store and stuff him in a sack?
Yeah, old fashioned stuff them in a sack routine. Yeah, you gotta have quick, nimble hands and know how to dash behind the clear. Yeah,
You gotta have some like rogue like abilities to just dash and then
you gotta have a big, freaking blanket too to fit a whole person. You know, like a big pillow or whatever it is. The bag has to be big enough. You gotta think. Person's gotta go under it, and then you gotta be able to tie the top around, run away with it like that. You know.
that's a big sack.
But yeah, exactly.
Well, you
So
could
the
just
other- the
put
other
it
one
over
had a
them so that
big
they couldn't see, and then put them over your shoulder and run out with them as long as they were like mostly incapacitated from the waist up.
Sulfur hit or whatever.
What are they
What is
going to
that,
do?
chemically?
Blindly kick you? You know, they got a sack on their head. I agree with you that you definitely would like tie something around them to keep the sack in place, but
Yeah.
The
You
trick
know.
is to catch them surprised, so you have the advantage.
a stun gun probably the better, or a taser. Dude, I don't know that I know the difference between a taser and a stun gun.
Stun gun. I have a
think-
taser.
is
It's a
taser
flashlight
a-
slash.
Stun
Like a
gun
brand?
shoots the thing, and then
Oh,
the taser.
okay. I think I mean a taser then.
So shoot out the two.
Tasers emit electro volts too, though.
It
I
would
have a
you would
taser,
probably
the
feel
sparks
like it
come
was a
off.
mistake if you made them like
will fuck
pee
you up.
themselves with electricity and then hoisted them up onto your shoulder
You
to
fucked
because
up.
you definitely would get peed on, but
Well,
Is
sign
it worth
me up.
it? Get your new shirt. Get your new shirt peed on just for another lousy murder under your.
I guess you would just have to come to the grocery store already dressed in like waders, you know, something that
Already do.
you
Waders
something
are
that you
fashion.
wouldn't mind getting peed on.
Right. This
I
is
mean, I
all.
Most
Like
of
your
my
This is why
face.
wardrobe.
Ryan's head of the style department. This is why Ryan gives the best style and dress tips in the town.
You have a style department?
Our style department's taken off finally. You know, we got a few catalogs coming out in March with photos, scenic places, portraits of local poets and whatnot, explorations. I want us to do an exploration of all the haunted houses in Massachusetts because there's a website that just shows all the haunted spots. I'd be willing to dedicate, as a single man, I'd be willing to dedicate 2 years of my life to the pursuit of ghost hunting, just for the heck of it.
Let's
Really
pick like one or two really cool ones and do it in October.
It's a good way to meet hot ghosts.
Yeah, we need to
right?
meet hot ghosts. Yeah, all these. There's so many. I don't want to.
Your area.
Single ghosts are waiting for you in Granby.
Be like, I had really high standards when it came to meeting men, but now that I've been to hell and met the devil, I really just want somebody to talk to. But here's the kicker: is that all she can talk about is hell and the devil. It's like she doesn't care about what's been on TV. She doesn't, she doesn't.
That might get tiring. Yeah, it sounds very like you have to be listening to a sermon all the time, basically.
I'm trying to be like, hey, don't you hate when the YouTube algorithm is always showing you this and that? And she's all like, I don't have a soul, and I do have a soul, but it's in hell with the devil, being chomped on by George Washington's wooden dentures because he is not using them because he's filleting the devil in hell.
And it's better
It's
not
a good
to.
conclusion of the story.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Jocelyn, guess what? A guy armed a chicken for a cockfight with knives. It taped the knives to the chicken for a cockfight, and the chicken killed the guy, stabbed him to death.
In the dick.
In the dick. He stabbed him in the groin, and he bled out through the groin.
He got cocked.
He got caught by his own cock. Yeah. He tried to make a cock, and he got cocked. Pretty much.
Wrong cockfight.
Wrong cockfight, wrong day. Yeah, that's what they say in the league. They say you got to train yourself on proper knife attachment to your chicken, or else you might hurt yourself.
And you also have to train your chicken to attack the.
Yeah, safe with me, but not your villain.
That chicken is still alive and is living a
knifed up. Yeah, that's how.
He only has to wear like
a house arrest style monitor.
Don't fuck with that chicken. It's the new show. Instead of don't fuck with cats, it's don't fuck with that chicken.
Don't fuck with that chicken.
Not that one. That one's carrying blades. I just think it's badass thinking about a chicken with enough street cred that it purposely carried around knives.
Tasted blood. Tasted human blood.
It was like, what do you mean? Why do I carry around knives? Because I kill shit. I'm a chicken. What you? That's what happens. That's what happens when you play with fate. You get stabbed. Yeah, you got stabbed in the groin to death. Stabbed in the groin to death.
It's a hobby.
Yeah, poetic justice.
Don't fuck with that chicken.
You know what? I'm a cockfighter, but I could be worse.
Yeah, attach knives to it. Yeah,
fucking knife.
It's totally twisted. Yeah, I can't. I know it makes me laugh because I'm evil too, but it is kind of hilarious that he attached knives to the chicken. I don't even know how he did it. I assume he duct taped it. Maybe duct.
It's a regular practice. Usually they give them little
little rubber bands, probably, right?
Oh yeah, that's so evil. Oh my god, humans. We don't need devils. Humans are so evil. Think about how evil you have to be, as not to judge, but to be like, yeah, for kicks. Sure, I attach some sharp objects to small helpless creatures and make them fight each other to death. What do I do it for? For money and enjoyment. That's what it's like. Oh wait, you do suck. You kind of suck. It's kind of.
But imagine the moment when the chicken discovered its power for the first time in its shitty chicken life. When that chicken that's been busting its ass or whatever a chicken has for an ass. It's whole, and for 1 second it sees the look of fear in its boss's eyes, and it's like, oh, this is the time for chicken time is now. That's
yeah,
the look in its eye. I mean, it probably still had that stupid chicken look in its eye, but
chickens are dumb.
Yeah, they are.
But it was reaching its maximum capacity. It saw the machine and the conductor at the head of the machine, and it said no more.
Right.
Bam! Right in the dick.
He got knifed. He got knifed by
Yeah.
your own cock. He got
Yeah.
knifed in the cock by his own cock. What a cock.
That
Yeah.
is karma. That is just
It's karma, yeah.
Poetry.
it's the most.
See, that's good news. That would be like people are like, there's no good news. Like my instant good news would be like, yes, that totally cheers me up. That put a little spunk in my step. I have an extra spark in my life now.
Death in the dick.
Yeah, by a chicken he armed, so he could get a couple. I wonder how much they make off of. Oh, they're so scummy.
Of course, there's definitely a negative aspect to that
Arming
story.
chickens.
That, I think is obvious. Well, now that chicken has tasted blood,
Can't get enough.
it's gonna want more. I mean, I wouldn't want to be that chicken's next victim. I mean, you can take the knife away from the chicken, but I just got to say, at this point, he's gonna find a way to quench his bloodlust.
Rightfully so too. He got done dirty,
Yeah, well,
how many
time for
fights
his
did
comeback.
this
They
rooster do
trained him to
before
fight
this
in the
day?
league.
He's-
They trained
he's-
him to fight in the league.
he's like
Yet
the
now he's a murderous machine because of their training.
he's like
Like,
the
oh yeah, you trained me to be a great fighter. Now I'm coming right for you, chicken.
it's like the beginning of a chicken
Chicken
revenge
people.
movie, like a chicken old boy type situation where he just
Chicken strike back.
finds all the people involved.
Karma.
Takes them out one by one. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be a cool movie. I would watch a chicken go around taking out, pecking out villains. He would have to like peck them.
No, because it would keep finding weapons. That would be because now it's good
Oh
with
yeah,
weapons.
true. Duh. Yeah.
And
of
so
course.
it would
upgrades.
And the first guy would be definitely like horror movie style, where it'd be like, that stupid chicken, we took away his knives. He is of no. Should we kill that chicken? No, let him live with his shame. I've taken away his knives, and he is of no threat to me.
It's like a
and
cop handing in his badge. Yeah.
and then like a chicken would like see like some steak knives or
Hand in my
something
knives.
like on the. This
Like, you
isn't what
gotta
I
hand
first
in your
described, but
That's sad. I feel bad for this murderous chicken now, Ryan. I feel super sad about the murderous chicken. Let him keep his knives. I don't like seeing him depressed. Let him keep those knives.
oh,
on.
he figures out a way to use them, because in the next that you'd see the chicken owner like fussing over like a low cabinet, and you'd be like, where's my chicken torturing device? And then then you see the chicken sort of fly through the air. We see the glint of the steak knife, and then the guy's like, "Rah!" And then he like the sudden chicken stabbing makes him like quickly put his head up, and that he hits his head on the top of the cabinet, knocks him out, giving the chicken ample time to tie him to a chair. And when he comes to, the chicken is there, all fucking Reservoir Dogs.
Hell yeah.
How can
Where
we
can I
make
buy
cockfighting
tickets?
more
This is great.
exciting?
Yeah. We're really spicing up cockfighting. Yeah.
What if instead of like equipping the cocks before the fight, like you drop them like in like a zone, and they'd have to like loot to like equip themselves with weapons, before the fight, like like a looter shooter.
They slither past it and it attaches onto him.
Yeah, like Apex Legends
Slither
or something.
attach.
Like they have to go find their weapons before they can fight.
Yeah, like all different weapons, and that's cool.
He's got to have a helmet that shoots bullets, I think, too. Like ultimate upgrade.
I
He's
like
got,
that. Yeah.
Gun helmet.
But you got to be able to
Chicken's got the
upgrade
gun
it too,
helmet
so
now.
you could maybe make the bullets explosive.
Yeah, there you go.
Or like the helmet
Explode on
might
impact.
make them
Make 'em
lighter
as
so they
dangerous
can
and
jump
dirty as
higher.
possible.
Put a little
Maximum-
helicopter blade on top of the helmet.
Yeah, they do all kinds of fucked up shit with bullets. They make them so they explode when they pop some of them.
Such an understatement.
Next side movie that Fast and
Talking
Furious
about bullets.
the not Hobbs and Shaw, but Chicken and his bullet helmet.
That's it's a natural conclusion.
Yeah.
What else could you get a chicken? The next natural upgrade. You're like, I've got enough of this chicken here. There's something missing. Bullet helmet. It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was talking with my friend last night about it. If you could get a helmet installed over your skull, like if there is a surgery that could install like a padding under your skull, then you get your skull put on, so you have like a helmet invisible inside for people who fall over a lot,
Mm-hmm.
But then we were saying, what if it didn't work out?
Sports guys would
yeah,
be good
exactly. And they could get bike helmets. You know what I mean?
Good idea.
The biker guys could get like a bike helmet hairdos thrown in and stuff. It's just an idea. I don't know.
All right, well, let's just keep developing it.
Yeah.
I think we're onto something here.
Yeah, it's a great idea involved. I don't even remember. I'm so tired, you guys. I don't even remember that I had said something about hair.
I'm so hungry.
Hair.
I think this might be like a length record almost.
Yeah, it's a.
Do we know?
Chicken wings.
Yeah, we're over 3 hours right now.
Yeah,
we should.
I think we just won podcasting.
Take that,
yeah,
Joe
I think
Rogan.
so too.
Yeah,
Jocelyn, sorry you came on late, but come on. You guys are all obviously we're all part of
better
it.
better come on late than come on Eileen.
Come on, Eileen. Oh, you know what I mean.
That last comment didn't even make any sense that I said.
Episode 29. Peace out, you guys. Thank you for watching this. Thank you for watching episode 29.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. We love you. Stay safe. Wear masks.
Thank you.
That's the official ending, and now we just drift here like particles in a fish tank.
Or by a black hole.
I kind of want to become a screensaver, just blend into my screen and start waving around like a big 3-dimensional object of sorts.
Oh yeah, I wish I could just like bounce around my room, you know, like.
I think you're a big
Around the room,
3-dimensional object.
Yeah, like that one. Yeah, it would be so relaxing to just be bounced around the
I
room
know,
with a
just like
screensaver.
bong.
I want the ripple effect. Is there a way I can feel like I'm rippling across the room?
Is there?
I'll bet you there's some kind of like
Drugs?
Van
I don't
Gogh
know.
filter that you could do where
Yeah.
it just like kind of.
That's trouble though. Van Gogh filter. It's jeez.
Oh yeah,
Messing
there's
with
like
trouble
a.
when you start messing with the Van Gogh filter, and you might start painting pretty things.
There's a neural
cutting
network
your ear
that
off
makes
for a
stuff look
lady.
like that.
And pretty pictures of.
What is going on? You
I
crazy?
don't know. Me? I am crazy. I don't know if you're talking to me, but if you are,
Talking about
let's
crazy.
check.
My gifts? You don't like my gifts?
Oh, I
Yeah.
reposted. I forgot to say, but the Snakes Are Tight poll is back up for all the people listening. The Snakes Are Tight. You can vote on the
I
Western
thought we
Mass
were-
Comedy Group. We are. I'm just saying. I'm just telling you guys that the Snake
Oh,
Fact poll is
shit.
still up. That's all.
We're the ones
Yay.
listening.
Hey, whatever. I don't know. No one's voting. No one's voting.
It's still closed, right?
No, I just said I reopened it.
Oh, okay. That's
So
what
you
you
can-
said last time. And
I know. This time I actually did it though. I reopened it.
Why won't you listen? Just kidding.
Request before you sign off.
Say again.
Everybody request accept my friend request.
I accepted it. I
Okay.
requested it.
Oh, you're pending. I'll pend you.
Oh, thank you.
You've been pended.
Did.
Quit pretending.
Call me Mike Pend. I
Quit
don't
pretended. You've been pretended.
As long as you call me mother.
Strict rules.
It all worked out okay.
We did it, guys.
Oh, we did it. Good job, you guys. That was a hefty one. That was like 3 hours, or it wasn't like 3 hours. It was 3 hours. Nice. It's like a
smokes.
novel that maybe I'll read some. Maybe I'll listen to it when I'm 50 or something. When I'm bored, I'll think.
Oh, good.
Oh, you know what I missed? Episode 29. That was like a fine wine, you know.
Yeah.
Jocelyn showed up late because I fucked up and don't understand technology. Steve was up on the mic. Steve's I don't know what I was about to say. I'm really tired. All right. Have a good night, you guys. Peace.
See you later.
Bye.
Thanks for having me, Ezra.